Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not wearing your clown shoes, cause you know what time it is. It's full time!
MMA.
UFC featherweight champion Max Holloway is getting fed up with the constant headlines revolving Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor and MMA, the rematch, and all of the sorts. I mean, what's going on with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor has been starting to get a little unreasonable, especially if you consider coming from Max Holloway's perspective. This is a guy that's literally clearing out his division, beat everybody in the top 10 of his division except for the guys that, you know, jumped in the top 5 after he became the champion, aside from 2 guys being Chad Mendes and Frankie Edgar, who he was already scheduled to fight twice. First Frankie Edgar got injured, then Max Holloway got injured. But still, Max Holloway was on a 10-fight winning streak before becoming an interim champion, before actually, you know, unifying his belt versus Jose Aldo, and we already went on to defend his belt at short notice versus Jose Aldo when Frankie Edgar fell out. So Max Holloway is a guy that's been building a legitimate resume and becoming a legitimate UFC star himself. And so he's getting a little fed up with this constant talk of especially Floyd Mayweather in the UFC. Damon Martin took to Twitter and he said, Floyd Mayweather's father believes his son will pursue a fight in the UFC. The way it looks, I think so. That's what Floyd Mayweather Sr. had to say. Max Holloway retweeted and said, stop giving this shit attention and let's actually talk about people who's in the sport doing it. If the guy wanted to fight, it would have been done. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I get where Max Holloway's coming from. I've explained it a little bit. This is a dude that's looking to make, you know, defend his belt, defend his throne multiple times, and he's at the receiving end of, you know, Conor McGregor throwing shade at him, taking shots at him, and shit like that. Just recently, Conor McGregor took to Twitter and, you know, said it was father against son that night, knowing damn well if Max Holloway wanted the rematch tomorrow, he couldn't get it. You know, it's all on Conor. So, you know, you should, in my opinion, it's kind of, you know, corny to be talking shit about somebody knowing that you're not going to be giving them a rematch anytime soon. Conor McGregor's next fight and only fight probably in the UFC might be a Nate Diaz trilogy, unless Floyd Mayweather, and that I just can't even see Floyd Mayweather getting in the UFC octagon. Maybe Floyd Mayweather the third, if Floyd Mayweather's got like a son or something coming up and they can get him into the right sport, you know what I'm saying? But Floyd Mayweather, I don't see him coming to the UFC, but you also have to be fair. How many people saw Conor McGregor going and boxing Floyd? It happened. But this is even less likely than that. Come on, you know what I'm saying? He's 40 years old. Conor McGregor's got way more weapons, thinner gloves, Floyd Mayweather's hand problems. It's not realistic. So people who are saying, hey, that's not gonna happen, or like Max Holloway, how about you put some respect on our motherfucking name, Damon Martin? And I'm just saying Damon Martin because he retweeted him. How about we get a Max Holloway article on that joint? You know what I'm saying? How about we talk about Max Holloway calling out Demetrius Johnson for playing Fortnite and after saying it was a kid's game, because that's big to me. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. No, I'm just fucking around, but I get where Max Holloway's coming from, but at the same time, we're probably going to continue to see Floyd Mayweather headlines and Conor McGregor headlines, whether it's in the UFC or boxing. Conor McGregor just said Floyd Mayweather just backed out of negotiations. Or is he talking about UFC negotiations, a boxing rematch negotiations? Hell, it's looking like Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor are going to be fighting again in boxing before we see Conor fighting again in the UFC at this rate. Conor McGregor's been breaking records left and right for, you know, going the longest without defending a title, longest since becoming a champion. You know, all the wrong records and the right records. Conor's just breaking every motherfucking record, all the records, for the right or wrong reason. So he's going to keep getting headlines by people like this. But Max Holloway, he's got the right mindset. If you know Max Holloway, he's been saying and been maintaining, I'm going to make my own star. I'm not about to beg for a rematch with these dudes. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? But Conor McGregor's trying to draw it out of him. Conor McGregor, this is the second shot Conor's taking at Max. You know, Max said, hey, I'm not going to be that guy that says, F Conor, you know, I want to fight Conor and makes my name off of a Conor rivalry. But Conor's making this rivalry. Conor's saying Max's name. He said it twice. He says it the third time. Who knows? We just might see Max the motherfucking boogeyman. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.